The AFC South. We'll start with the worst team in the division last year, which was the team that had the number 1 overall pick in this draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence went 1.1 in the draft. He is their best pick. He is the best pick of the entire draft, in my opinion. The fact that you had him fall in your laps after the Jets screwed it up and won 2 games against playoff teams at the end of the year last year. The Jacksonville Jaguars getting Trevor Lawrence, that is a game changer for your franchise.
100%.
I looked at Jacksonville's picks and said, I don't mind a lot of them. They were all players that I like. Mm-hmm. It was the positioning of where they were drafted that is a little surprising to me. Travis Etienne at number 25 overall, I thought was way too high, but I thought they could get him with that first pick in the second round. Mm-hmm. Again, that was what I was thinking. Tyson Campbell, I thought was a really big reach at that first pick in the second round. I do like the Walker Little. I can't knock that one. That's a great one.
I can't. Give me a minute. I'll knock it.
Andre Cisco, he played at my college, Syracuse. He's got a ton of injury history. So that could be something that I just don't like where – I like the players. I'm not sure I'm happy about where they were drafted at the position they were drafted at.
Right. I liked what they came down with. Again, I think you're spot on with that. I think they overdrafted a few guys in this one as well.
All right, I see Roy's comment in the comments of, oh, you gave him a C? Well, first of all, anytime you take a running back in the first round, you ain't getting an A. I don't care if you take Barry Sanders in the first round. I'm not giving you an A. So just understand this is not, and I don't grade like Punkin over here. I grade like a legitimate class. There's only so many A's.
Right.
Here's my knock on Jacksonville. You took Etienne too high. And Stephen Tao said they needed Etienne there for Lawrence. No, they didn't. No, they did not. You had a running back.
Yeah.
And running backs, I got news for you. There are 100 running backs in the NFL. I am never taking one in the first round. Ever. Especially not when I have 10 bigger needs. And that's the problem. That's the problem that I have with everything Jacksonville did. You took a lot of guys that are high upside. Mm-hmm. That also means usually they're low floor. Almost always. And so just look at the picks. Just take them in order. All right, Travis Etienne.
Yep.
How many players that you know were going to be consistent players in the NFL could they have had at 25 when they took Etienne?
There was a slew.
It's a lot.
That word
you could add Tevin Jenkins.
Aggressively.
You could add Tevin Jenkins. Mm-hmm. Tevin Jenkins is a guy I know is going to start in this league for a long time. Mm-hmm. And that's a guy that would have helped and would have filled a need. So you didn't take him there. And what does that lead you to do? Take Walker Little. I love the talent. I talked about Walker Little throughout the entire process. You know what I said routinely? I don't want him to go to a team that needs him to play right away. Mm-hmm. Jacksonville Jaguars do. They had one of the worst right tackles. Taylor was one of the worst right tackles in the league last year. He was a fucking turnstile. And now you're going to put in a guy that hasn't played a snap in 2 years and expect him to be a day one starter. Same thing you did with Taylor 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. Doesn't allow him to develop. And now you don't have a tight end. So you're going to play Chris Manhertz as your tight end, solely a blocker. So now you've limited your weapons to try to make up for the left tackle's name just went. Cam Robinson. Mm-hmm. And Walker Little, because Walker Little's a rookie that hasn't played in 2 years. And I'm telling you right now, this game is going to seem real fast for him in the beginning.
Yeah.
Then I look at a guy like Tyson Campbell. That's who you took with the first pick of the second round. How many guys were we talking about we could not believe were still on the board going into day two?
There were several.
And Tyson Campbell, was he one of them?
No.
Not even
close. And here's the other thing that bothers me. You took C.J. Henderson in the first round last year. You just paid Shaq Griffin. Mm-hmm. So what is he, he's your third corner at best?
Yep.
That's what you used the 33rd pick in the draft on. One of the most valuable picks in this draft. And that's what you used it on. Mm-hmm. I just don't understand. I'm not dinging any of these players.
Right.
I like every one of these players. What I don't like is you took Travis Etienne, and then it was almost like the chain of screaming going down the board. Because now you're chasing, trying to catch back up because you took a pick out of order. And I'll be 100% honest with you, if you told me they got every one of these players, if every player slotted down one spot,
and
you had put in, I don't know, I'm trying to think somebody went back into the first round. Greg Newsome, or and I wouldn't want a corner, but
Greg Rousseau.
No, because he's risky too.
I
I'm
would've
thinking
thought they
one of
would've-
the safe guys.
I would have just gone
Trayvon Moehrig.
Yeah.
Hell, if you'd gone Trayvon Moehrig at 25 and every other pick went down one, that grade would have gone up a full letter grade.
Yeah.
I think they need to address some of the offensive line issues at that point. There was still players of value at that pick, and I agree. You could have just slid every one of those guys down after that. I feel like you could have got him at the picks that you had still. Like, you still could have this same draft class and adding a first-round offensive line talent to the team.
Oh, I mean, and that's the thing. Roy said in the comments they don't need Walker Little immediately. Yes, they do. If you trot Trevor Lawrence out there with Cam Robinson and Jawan Taylor.
Jawan Taylor.
If you trot him out there with that at the bookends, you mark my words, we've covered the kid for 3 years. We work for the Tar Heel Radio Network. Guess where the other affiliate is? Clemson. I've watched this team a lot. If you trot him out there with that, he will not make it through this year. You mark my words. You remember I said that. And I don't wish injury. I'm not wishing injuries on anybody. I'm telling you, you have not put this kid in the best position to succeed because you have 2 below average tackles at their spots. And you did him no favors.
Real quick, they did find value in the 4th round, 106 overall, in Jay Tafel, the defensive tackle out of USC.
And I like that pick. That was my best value pick for them. I like that. I wish they had done more of that. More of these guys that can come in and play immediately. Jay Tafel can play right now. But when you have a lack of talent, which the Jaguars do, I think any honest Jacksonville Jaguars fan will admit to you, we have not drafted well, we have overdrafted some guys, and we have a lack of talent. And a lot of the great guys have left, and we're replenishing them with draft picks.
Right.
You have a ton of draft picks. You need some guys that are going to play right now. And I feel like you got a bunch of guys that are going to, like Tyson Campbell. Best case scenario, he's your 3.
Right.
All right, well, he's the outside guy. He's still your 3. C.J. Henderson's still better than him. Shaq Griffin's still better than him.
Yeah.
And you had bigger needs. That's all I'm saying. I don't hate any of these guys. I think you added talent. I just don't know that you put Trevor Lawrence in the best position to succeed quickly.
Yeah.
I think we can say one positive thing about the Jacksonville Jaguars, and it's that none of us at this table believe that they will be the worst team in this division this year.
No, I can tell you that definitively.
There is zero shot of that happening. The worst team in this